that is the party signed with the people of Ekiti State. Back to your question, our intervention in the electricity sector is part of a strategic plan to foster productivity in the state. A society cannot develop if they don't engage in production. And we campaign on the mantra of shared prosperity. For a people to prosper, they must be productive. And electricity is key to productivity. So apart from connecting communities to the national grid, it's also important that we have to incentivize small business owners. And the report we have gotten from this community is that since they were connected to the national grid, economic activity has started booming in such communities. It was a test run that we did, and the feedback has been extremely encouraging. It will interest you to note that the week we connected Ikogosi to the national grid is the week Gosi Water wanted to shut down. I wasn't aware of this, but they had a meeting and they said that, look, we are not making progress, we are not making profit, we spend most of our profit. So the next board meeting, we are going to shut down this plant. But because I share the fence with them, anytime I go home, I see them running on generator for 5 days. And I ask myself, if this were to be my business, will I allow this to continue? The concessionaire to the resorts spent 12 million naira on a weekly basis to provide electricity to the resort 24 hours. If you cumulate that in a month, that's 36 million naira in a month. So I told myself that, look, whatever it's going to cost, we must reverse this trend. So we did it. So the day we went to commission the project, the two entities came and they spoke and I was touched. The same thing goes for Ayikire Boeing that we have done for the past of it for close to 10 years. Some of them have not seen public electricity, and because of the success of this program, a lot of communities in the states are yearning for that. But we will do it, but it has to be done strategically, in a way and manner that it will be connected to productivity. You know, just 3 weeks ago, I directed that Ibaraudo should be connected. And I'm happy that when I came back yesterday, the work has begun. So within the next 3-4 weeks, Ibaraudo will be connected. We're going to do it bit by bit. You know, well, the resource did with respect to resource availability. But one thing I'm glad about is connecting BSES to the national grid is a mission accomplished. Because as SSG, I have tremendous respect for this institution, and I know that the workers here have been fighting with bare knuckles. You know, I've had calls to assess SSG on my own to assist this facility, and I told myself that I will not come to this place until that problem is solved. It's just a stopgap. I've instructed the Honorable Commissioner for Public Infrastructures and Utilities to also connect it to the IPP. Because I think the IPP to EXO, and the connection has started, so they will connect it to IPP. So at least 24/7. Once we solve that problem, we now come back to the real issue with the station. I think the station requires a Marshall Plan, you know, and definitely that will be done.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Let me quickly ask you this question before to my colleagues. Yes, we've been in the saddle for 15 months, yeah. And some people have described the seat as hot. Why some said, you know, many of them have not been there, but some said it's pleasant. Yes, you've come across many challenges in the course of, you know, doing your work. How have you been able to, you know, fix these issues?
Well, it's so bitter, in fairness. I bless God for the opportunity to serve the people of Ekiti State. And if you're on this seat and you believe that you are here to serve, you know, any opportunity to serve and provide solution, to me gladdens my heart. So I'm grateful to God and to Ekiti people for giving me this opportunity. I think I've been a bit lucky because God actually prepared me for this seat. I've been in and out of government in Ekiti State for close to 12 years. You know, starting with Governor Adebayo to Governor Fayemi first term, his second term. you know, and that's, and I've served at very close range to governors. You know, I've been SSG, I've been Chief of Staff. They helped me to settle down. And because I was secretary to the government of the past administration, I've sat at meetings with Governor Fayemi. Most of the meetings he had, I was at those meetings. So I have institutional knowledge, you know, of most of the policies of government at that time. So settling in wasn't difficult for me because I was not starting from ground zero. And also I've been blessed by God with burden bearers. You know, I have a lot of indigenous senior citizens that believe that my failure is their own failure. And they offer advice to me, you know, and they guide me. I can call any one of them for advice. And I have nearly all the former governors too, assisting me. Depending on the issues, I can pull a call to all of them, and graciously they've been assisting me. So that has enabled me actually to weather the storms. Yes, there are times that become frustrating because you want to do a lot and you don't have the resources to do it. You know, you see things happening and you want to stop it immediately. The system doesn't allow you to do it. You know, and the bureaucracy that won't even allow you to move too. But by and large, we give God all the glory, and we are here. We are not complaining, and we're going to push on.
All right, Rotimi.
Your Excellency, I'm particularly interested in the security of the state.
Yeah.
Because it has become a topical issue everywhere you go across the country.
Correct.
And you have it is basically an agrarian, state,
yeah.
Farmers and stuff like that. And we have reports of invasion of their farm by headers and stuff like that. And there have been, plans by previous administrations to withdraw the architecture of the state. But I'm worried. We keep withdrawing the architecture, yet there seems to be no positive change. And also, do you think you can successfully put in place a new security architecture when you don't have the command and control structure in the Ekiti state? And then you have the Amotekun. And all this. So I want you actually to throw light into what you are doing. There's this information that Ekiti state has put out to buy drones. Are the drones being delivered? And what are the plans with the security? Are you planning to draw a new security architecture? And in what way are you going to go about this?
Well, thank you so much. This is a national issue, and Ekiti state is having some share of insecurity. But the truth of the matter is, in spite of this, Ekiti is still one of the safest states in the country, one of the safest in the southwest, but we still have pockets of criminalities, farmers-herders clashes here and there. We have a template in the state that is actually working, and we intend to build on that. But now my own issue about insecurity is, instead of just seeing it as insecurity, we also need to understand the root cause of this. Why is it that people tend to be criminally minded? If we're able to attack the root cause, maybe the effect will not be as... So in tackling it, we also need to tackle the root cause and causes of insecurity. Farmers' other clashes in the state, yes, but and it's unacceptable to me. I cannot fathom a reason where a farmer will go to the farm work, and at the point of cropping or at the point of just reaping the fruit of his labor, they will just unleash cows on the farms and they will eat. But we had a system that has been working. We've put in place what we call the farmers' herders committees in the state, which has been extremely effective. Because in fairness, most of the criminals that comes are not the herders. That is the truth. And if we want to open Ekiti state to business, we cannot ask people not to legitimately make their living here. So this system has seeded the criminals' herders from the real herders. So the real herders are part of us, and they have information and intelligence on the criminal elements among them. So they share information with us. So before they strike, we move. But in areas where they graze on people's farms, they pay compensation. And that has been, but that is just a temporary measure. The permanent measure is to ensure that this does not even happen at all. and we are collaborating with traditional rulers to give us intelligence. Because once you have the correct intelligence, it allows you to react immediately. We don't want to be reactive. We want to be proactive to ensure that this doesn't happen. On the issue of the drone, yes, it's true that we wanted to procure a drone and a tracker during the firing last administration. I was SSG then, and it was done through my office. We succeeded in getting the tracker with Ondo State. It's not only Ekiti that bought it. We shared the payment, Ekiti and Ondo State. And the condition upon which they allowed us to procure is the fact that you cannot operate it. You have to give it to DSS to manage for you. It's not convenient, but they say that that's what they call end user certificate, that they will not allow you to do it except you give it to us, you yield it to us. And I guess it's just because of their own, they are being security conscious, because they don't want the state to misuse it. So that one came into the country, it's with the DSS, and we've been using it. It's been extremely effective. But the problem is, at times it goes to Ondo State, at times it comes here, so we have to find a way around that he can say we have his own. On the drone, yes, we wanted to get the drone, but the office of the NSA then did not give us the import license to get the drone in. So we could not get the drone in. We paid the contractor, but they funded the money before the last administration left, and it was cropped to something else. So we didn't have the drones with us, but we have the trackers. But it's a conversation that I'm taking up with the NSA now, and the discussion has been positive. But there's a limit to how much I can divulge here because of the security implication of such.
Okay. Okay.
Well, on Amatekun, I think that we are turning the corner. They be extremely effective. There are legal structural limitations to Amatekun. We didn't have the kind of robust engagement we would have loved to have with the last administration at the federal level. Gradually, they allowed Amatekun to be, but they planted a lot of obstacles on its effectiveness. They can't carry arms. But that the present president is an advocate of true federalism, so I'm sure that we'll be able to navigate that, because I don't know how you want someone to combat criminals without defending himself. That's a big issue. So what we use Amatekun for now, actually, just to gather intelligence that we share with the former security apparatus of government, and they become collaborating. Amatekun has the potential to do more if they are allowed to carry arms. And it's a conversations that the Southwest government is having with the federal government, and I'm sure that very soon, because it's now glaring that look, the local entities understands the environment better, and we will get to the end of that very soon. But the discussions has been positive.
Okay, you're still watching the program Meet Your Governor. We are going on a short break now. When we return, the questioning will continue. Please stay tuned.
tó ṣe fún wa ó dáa ní ìdòwò torí àlómi ní ìdòwò ó tóbi fún wa ní ìdòwò ọlọ́run á tún ní àtọ̀nà ẹ̀ ṣe o. ní tẹ́rí oúnjẹ wa níyà omi jẹ wa níyà gidi ládùúgbò adẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run tó lo bàbá wa láti lè wá ṣe omi torí nǹkan tó kárí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ni bàbá ẹ̀ ń ṣe kò ń ṣe pé kán máa ṣe nǹkan fáwọn kan káwọn kan máa benefit nínú ìjọba káwọn tó kù kán má lè jàǹfààní ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún wa yà àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn irú omi bó ṣe ń jẹ àwọn obìnrin ẹlòmíì gà á lọ kànga á lọ bu omi ní kànga tí ẹni tó nílé lè máa bu ó lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí but now eléyìí tí wá jẹ́ tiwantiwa ó ti jẹ́ ti gbogbo wa pátápátá torí àmà sọ pé ìjọba gbogbo wa ló ṣe é.
Fọkànbalẹ̀ fún wa mu bó ṣe bù fún wa mu ẹ̀mí máa bu omi fọkànbalẹ̀ fún ayé rẹ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣe lẹ́kìtì kò ní bàjẹ́ fún lágbára ọlọ́run torí ìgbà kéèkù tó ní méje olóhùn ìgbà ẹ̀bẹ́ ni
ẹni mẹ ẹbẹ ni kàn fún mi kò mí màá tún máa rọ níbẹ̀ mo mi ó kọ́ ìjọ kò ti ṣe ni mo bá ṣomi sálá ọlọ́wọ́ adámọ̀dé sí ṣé kò ṣe mí sáré fọ̀nà mi olódùmọ̀ adá ìgbòho ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jẹ́ mi ṣoṣo ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jẹ́ mi ṣoṣo kàkàkà ká máa yẹ̀rẹ̀ kò mí jẹ èké bá mi dọ́pẹ́ lẹ́yìn gidigidi.
Welcome back, and let me quickly release the phone numbers through which you can get across to us through text messages. You can send your text messages to 080-211-37663. Again, 080-211-37663. Another one is 091-354-19408. 091-354-19408. The two numbers are for text messages. When the program, continues, we'll release the phone number through which we can talk to you. Yes, Yetunde, let's have you.
Gómìnà wa, tí a bá wo àwọn ọ̀nà tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba àpapọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì àti àwọn ọ̀nà tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì bí wọ́n ṣe bàjẹ́ ìjà sísọ ó ń kó àwọn èèyàn lọ́minú gidigidi. Pàápàá jùlọ ipa tó ń ní lórí ètò ààbò ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìrìnnà ọkọ̀. Ìgbésẹ̀ wo níjọba yín gbé láti wá ojútùú sí ìṣòro yìí?
Ẹ ṣe olóòtú, ó kọ̀ mí náà lóminú inú mi ò dẹ̀ dùn sí, ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ ọ̀nà ìjọba àpapọ̀ ni.